Today I want to show you guys a quick video on how to do a multi-step unit multiplier that you will use to solve problems on a current worksheet and also future problems. If you guys read this simple example above, I want you guys to estimate how many square feet exist for a piece of land, and I've drawn it on the right. Now in this case we're going to use 15 yards by 50 yards. So you guys got to think about what do you want to end up with, but also what are you starting with for quantities or the amounts. When I see square feet as the end result, I'm already thinking that this is an area. When I look at the diagram and I see 15 yards by 50 yards, I'm already thinking I should multiply those and do area. So your guys' first line of work should probably be determining the area. Make sure you guys show your work with the drawing tool in this case. It is possible for something simple like multiplying for area, you could possibly type that out because it's not showing units canceling or anything like that. So if you take 15 yards times 50 yards, you guys should be ending up with something like 750 yards squared. Please make sure you keep track of units. They mean a lot, and we're going to use them to cancel to get to what we want in the end, and that's square feet. So now we have 750 square yards, but we need to convert it to square feet. So the first step is just getting the basic quantity of area in this case. Now I'm going to rewrite it down below and do the unit multiplier. Because yards are squared, we have to use appropriate relationships to cancel the yards squared. I'm going to delete my raw work above for the area. So now, since yards squared, you have to know a relationship that will cancel the yards squared. I don't know off the top of my head, typically, weird squared relationships or cubed relationships. I typically know a lot of one-dimensional length to length relationships. So just some scratch work. I know that a relationship between yards and feet, 1 yard for every 3 feet is a true relationship. So I'm going to use this relationship to cancel the yard squared. Now this is only a length and a length relationship, but yet I've got a square yard. So it's kind of tricky. People will want to automatically put squares. Let me show you over here. People will want to automatically plug this relationship in, thinking they can go ahead and cancel everything in one swoop. And they'll start doing this. Please don't do this, but watch. They will automatically think that this is true. And this isn't true. 3 feet squared is not equal to 1 yard squared. Okay? You must do this longer version. This is true. 1 yard of length for every 3 feet of length. So what ends up happening is that I'm going to cancel this yard unit, and it cancels one of the yard units up here. So maybe I'll just cross off the 2 for you guys. I'll use red to show crossing off. Now, if you remember, we got yards squared from multiplying a yard times a yard. So this yard in the denominator of my unit multiplier only cancels one of the yards that's up here squared. So then we must do it again using the same relationship. So I'm going to tag on another times sign, and I'm going to use 3 feet of length compared to 1 yard of length. And now the units of yards cancel all together. And now we're left with feet squared. If you go back to the instructions, it said estimate how many feet squared for this piece of land. Well, now that we're in feet squared, that's our signal to stop and do the mathematical work. Remember, when you do mathematical work here, you multiply across the top numerators, and then you multiply across the bottom. So in this case, it's 750 times 3 feet times 3 feet. And if we divide, or if we multiply those, we should have something around 6,750 square feet. So that's how you guys need to set up unit multiplier work using a drawing tool. Make sure you use a mouse or a stylus, whatever helps you draw and write clearly. Make sure you guys show canceling of units. Use this video to help you work through the unit multiplier worksheet I posted today on January 29th, and be prepared to debrief in class.